have to openly give their commitment for homosexuals. Just as they have to openly give their commitment for the Jewish cause, that's the standard. No president of the last 15, 20 years has gotten in without making open his commitment to protecting the state of Israel. And that's a part of American politics now. Similarly now, protecting and promoting homosexual rights has become a part of the political scene in America. Beyond that, I mean, of course, if we look at this relative to democracy and the principles of secular democracy, it may seem quite reasonable and quite pure. If the masses of the people agree that it's okay, then what's the problem? Of course, from an Islamic perspective, it's not an issue. We don't decide what is right and wrong according to the opinion of the masses of the people. What God has defined as being wrong or evil remains evil, right? This is something that is unchangeable. It doesn't change according to Muhammad. It doesn't change according to the whims and fancies of the society at any given point in time. So there will never come a time, as far as I could possibly project from an Islamic perspective, there will never come a time where an Islamic society will accept homosexuality as acceptable practice. Now, it may become prevalent, or it may exist in some societies in other forms or different variations, because to be quite honest, in Saudi Arabia, for example, and I can't speak about the book because I don't know the situation here, but I know in Saudi Arabia, there has been over the past years a rise in homosexual activity amongst the Saudis themselves, Saudi youth. And this is not to put down the society or anything, because I live there and I don't have anything against society to say, but this is something real, something that cannot be denied. And that may also be the case amongst Emirati youth too, I don't know. But I mean, I know personally because of the fact that my son went to school in Arabic, Arabic school, he did up to high school in Arabic, and he used to come back and tell me different things which were going on in the school. He was approached by other students, etc. Right? And I mean, he made his position very clear. He broke up two noses, in the process, but it became very clear to people that he wouldn't be interested in this kind of activity at all. But the point is that it was there, on a personal level, but also was there in the society, also known to me in the society, because people also spoke to me about it. Saudi youth, etc., spoke to me about it. And I did see a difference between what was taking place there and what may be taking place here, and that which is in, say, America, right, and England, and other European countries, where homosexuality is in fact really a choice where a person has other options. They could be heterosexual, you can buy women, it's readily available in the society. Free love, as it's called, or free sex, where people have relations outside of marriage, is prevalent. So when a person chooses to be a homosexual in America or in England, they're doing it, this is the way of life they have chosen. Now, in places like Saudi Arabia, what has happened because of the fact that in the last 20, 25 years, the vows have soared, gone into the huge numbers, where the average youth is not able now to get married as he should have at a reasonable age. And at the same time, the society has opened itself to a heavy level or high level of sexuality through the media. the media, whether it be the magazines or the videos or whatever. So there is a high level of sexuality present in the society on that plane. So youth, a number of them have taken this particular route to fulfill their desires, of course, which is in the ignorance and the lack of Islamic instruction. They're taking this route. But the difference is that these same youth, at a certain age, the age of in the late 20s, when they are finally accumulated enough to get married, then in most cases they give up that activity, they get married and carry on. So it's not a way of life chosen as that this is what I'm going to be, this is what I am, and it is more similar to the people choosing the route of masturbation instead of fasting. As Islam has prescribed for young people who are unable to get married, and they should fast. Now, others, or maybe many, will not take that route. The fasting obviously is going to be linked to faith. Fasting is going to be linked to faith. Faith, when you fast, when you divide down yourself, food and drink, etc., it has to do with faith in God. So if as a youth, your faith is shaky, you're Muslim in name or whatever, when these options are put in front of you, you're not going to keep fasting. So the tendency will be among a number of the youth to choose to masturbate. And that homosexuality or homosexual activity which comes along with it is linked to this kind of choice based on the pressures which are now put on the youth by these societies. And also, the rise in, for example, lesbianism. There's been a similar rise in lesbianism. In case you don't know what lesbianism means, do you know? I do have to define that also. You know? Okay, you know it's all right. All right, so there's a rise. There's a rise also in lesbianism, because of the fact that corresponding to the rising dowry, where a number of women are not able to get married. Marriage is being delayed, etc., or they may not get married at all. This rise is developing in society. And this is in a response to, as I said, rising dowry, which is one of the major factors. There's also, you could say, in the case of lesbianism too, oftentimes, or in some cases, lesbianism may be a response from bad experiences with males. That males being insensitive in dealing with females may leave bad impressions on those females who find female companionship much more comfortable than male companionship. Do you understand something? Pardon? Masturbation is considered by some scholars to be haram. By a majority, such haram is disliked, something particularly disliked. Yeah. Well, the evidence, there is no clear evidence from the Quran or Sunnah to classify it as haram. Right? What there is circumstantial or diffuse ruling in that Allah, for example, described in the Surah Rahman, Ibad al-Rahman, right? Describing the worshippers of Allah as those who protect their private parts, from abuse or use, except with their wives. So, by saying that, it is implying that any other usage is not an acceptable usage. So they use it as sort of diffuse evidence